From the heart of West London, a giant was born. A club draped in royal blue, with a lion roaring on its crest. This is the story of Chelsea Football Club, a tale of ambition, drama, and glory. Our journey begins in 1905, at a pub opposite a plot of land that would become Stamford Bridge. Gus Mears, a businessman with a vision, had just acquired the stadium but needed a team to play in it. After Fulham FC turned down the offer, Mears decided to form his own club. And so, on March 10th, Chelsea Football Club was created. The club was immediately elected to the second division of the Football League, and the Pensioners, as they were nicknamed, began their climb. The early years were a mixed bag. Chelsea gained a reputation for signing big-name players and attracting huge crowds, but silverware remained elusive. They reached the FA Cup final in 1915, only to lose to Sheffield United. The interwar years followed a similar pattern, with the club bouncing between the first and second divisions, a glamorous but ultimately underachieving outfit. Everything changed in the 1950s. The arrival of former Arsenal and England forward Ted Drake as manager in 1952 marked a turning point. Drake was he swept away the Pensioners' nickname, introduced the iconic lion rampant crest, and instilled a new level of professionalism and tactical discipline. His revolution culminated in the 1954-55 season. Against all odds, Drake's collection of hard-working players, rather than stars, clinched the First Division title. It was Chelsea's first major trophy, a moment of pure triumph led by the legendary captain, Roy Bentley. The swinging 60s brought a new wave of style and charisma to Stamford Bridge. Under manager Tommy Docherty, a young, vibrant team emerged, nicknamed Docherty's Diamonds. This was the era of the king of Stamford Bridge, the one and only Peter Osgood. Alongside him were other club legends like Ron Chopper Harris, Peter Bonetti, and Bobby Tambling. This team was cool, fashionable, and played with a swagger that captivated London. They won the League Cup in 1965, and most famously, lifted the FA Cup in 1970 after a brutal, epic replay against Leeds United, a final that defined an era of English football. A year later, they added the European Cup Winners' Cup, defeating the mighty Real Madrid. But just as quickly as success arrived, it began to fade. The ambitious and hugely expensive redevelopment of the East Stand plunged the club into a financial crisis. Star players were sold, and relegation followed in 1975. The late 70s and 80s were a turbulent time, a dark period where the club's very existence was under threat. The glamour was gone, replaced by struggles on the pitch and financial turmoil off it. The club was sold to Ken Bates for the nominal fee of £1 in 1982, saving it from the brink of extinction. The 90s saw a gradual revival. The arrival of player managers like Glenn Hoddle and Ruud Gullit brought a touch of continental flair back to the Bridge. They attracted international superstars like Gianfranco Zola, a little magician from Sardinia who would become one of the club's most beloved players ever. With Gianluca Vialli at the helm, Chelsea became a formidable cup team once again, winning the FA Cup in 1997. And 2000, the League Cup in 1998, and another European Cup Winners' Cup in the same year, the Blues were back. They were cosmopolitan, exciting, and ready to challenge for the top honors. And then, in the summer of 2003, everything changed forever. Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich bought the club, ushering in an era of unprecedented investment and success. The footballing world was stunned. Abramovich's ambition was simple: to make Chelsea the best club in the world. He bankrolled a revolution. The first major piece of the puzzle was the appointment of a charismatic and brilliant young manager from Portugal, José Mourinho. In his first press conference, he declared himself the special one, and he wasn't wrong. Mourinho built a machine, a powerful, organized, and ruthless team built around a spine of incredible talent. Petr Cech, in goal, John Terry, the ultimate captain, leader, and legend in defense. Frank Lampard, the goal-scoring midfielder, and Didier Drogba, the powerhouse striker for the big occasions. In Mourinho's first season, 2004-05, Chelsea won their first top-flight league title in 50 years, breaking records along the way. They retained the title the following year, cementing their place as the new powerhouse of English football. The Abramovich era had truly begun, bringing a flood of trophies, including multiple FA Cups and League Cups. But there was one trophy that Abramovich craved above all others: the UEFA Champions League. It became an obsession. Chelsea suffered agonizing near misses, including a heartbreaking penalty shootout loss to Manchester United in the 2008 final in Moscow. The dream seemed to slip further away each year. Then came 2012. It was a season of turmoil. Manager Andre Villas-Boas was sacked mid-season, and club legend Roberto Di Matteo took over as caretaker. No one gave them a chance, yet they embarked on an impossible fairy tale run. They produced a miraculous comeback against Napoli. They defended for their lives to overcome the mighty Barcelona at the Camp Nou. And then, the final, in Munich, against Bayern Munich in their own stadium. It was the ultimate underdog story. Thomas Müller scored for Bayern late in the game. It seemed over. But in the 88th minute, from Chelsea's first corner of the match, Didier Drogba rose, a hero fulfilling his destiny, to power home an incredible header. The game went to penalties, and after Petr Cech made crucial saves, it was Drogba again, with the final kick to win the Champions League for Chelsea for the very first time. It was the most glorious night in the club's history, the culmination of a decade-long dream. The years that followed saw continued success. Jose Mourinho returned for a second spell, winning another Premier League title. Antonio Conte arrived and won the league in his first season with a revolutionary three-at-the-back formation. And in 2021, under Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea conquered Europe once again, defeating Manchester City in the Champions League final thanks to a goal from Kai Havertz. This victory cemented their status as one of Europe's elite clubs. The Abramovich era came to an abrupt end in 2022, leading to a new chapter under the ownership of Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital. It's been a period of transition, with massive investment in young talent and a vision to build the next great Chelsea team. From a humble start in a West London pub to a two-time champion of Europe, the story of Chelsea Football Club is one of drama, passion, and relentless ambition. It's a story of legends like Osgood, Zola, Terry, Lampard, and Drogba. It's a story of a club that is never boring, always unpredictable, and constantly striving for greatness. The past is glorious, and for the fans who sing "Keep the Blue Flag Flying High," the future is full of promise. This is Chelsea. This is more than a club. This is pride, the pride of London. Thanks for watching. If you're a Blue or just a football fan, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the beautiful game.